Welcome to the war room. Hello, folks. There we go. It does look like I managed to get the stream going, and trust me, this is not going to be anything interesting or important. I just wanted to play Medieval 2 for a change because I felt kind of nostalgic. And we just downloaded the game anew, so I guess that kind of deleted the old save files. Yeah, I wanted to play the game, and that kind of basically messed things up. But now we can't play as anyone, basically, huh? Yeah, we just have the five regular factions to choose from. So, you know what? You know what? I think I'll just go Spain. I don't think I've ever played as Spain before. I've played as the Moors, and the Moors are really fun in this game, but Spain? No, 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 that's very interesting. Yeah, buenos dias, my lady. Oh, God, this also looks so weird. And we also start with all of the tutorial and stuff here. So weird. Okay, when is it going to give us a... Okay, what? There we go. There we go. Ooh, but it's very, very fast. Yeah, I should probably go to the settings. This is a new install. As I mentioned, I was like, geez, it doesn't even give us an option to... Yeah, that's just very, very fast. Whatever. Whatever, I guess. So we start as Spain. I guess we do not want to take Valencia first. Let's see, Zaragoza is probably a better idea because you see El Cid is here and this guy is fairly strong. So if we let him, he's definitely going to destroy us. Let's see, so we have Valencia, Zaragoza, and nothing else. And then we would actually have to fight the Moors. Let me send this guy down south. So we actually get a bit of, I don't know. You know what it is. Line of sight. There we go. Let's send this guy to Zaragoza. And I'll grab all of my guys here. What's that? Anyone here? It does look like 7 people are here. But I think people are more like flabbergasted by the fact that I'm playing Medieval 2 rather than, I don't know, anything. Cannot add this unit as recruitment is being auto-managed. Oh, did we like not unlock the other option, game options? Yes, always allow building and recruiting. You're supposed to do that, right? Alright, so let's start with dirt roads. Dirt roads. And down here, let's grab, do we have jinetes? They're jinetes. These guys are fairly strong. And I have no idea what we're going to do with this thingy here. It's just, the scrolling speed is so fast, it's really, really bad. Let's see, let's get spear militia, town militia, all of the good guys. And I guess we're just going to try and grab a mass of soldiers in our castles and then send them to defeat Portugal first. And later on we'll try to destroy the Moors. For now, let's head to Zaragoza with both of these guys. Okay, nothing there. We do not want any mercenaries. Do we have any other agents? No, I don't think so. Where are the other countries? Ah, bloody Portuguese. They laid siege to Zaragoza before we could. New mission. Oh, they want us to capture Valencia? We have 15 turns for that. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. Oh. Let's go for this. Oh, I love the movies, by the way. When was this game made? I think it was in the early 2000s, 2004, 2006. I'm not sure. But the cinematics are so nice. Like, the guy goes in and he finds armor, he steals the armor. This is just so fun. This is just so fun. But of course, you're not going to see that ever again. Ah, so we have not one, but two princesses. That's definitely going to come in handy. How many men? They have those guys. They have these three guys. Do they have? I think they have a castle here. Yes. Hmm. All right. I'll just recruit some more men. The more jinetes that we can get, the better it is. Maybe the merchant, so I can send them down here to Africa. There's a lot of goodies in Africa. And would get plus 80 from the mines, so let's go for land clearance. Plus 360, so the mines are probably worth building here. But maybe get the land clearance first. And let's see. There we go. We're getting okay amounts of money, I guess. MTW2 though, yes. I know that you guys weren't expecting this. I wasn't expecting it either. I've just, had the desire to randomly play this game. And it's nice to have some other people when you're playing it. Gosh, they're still so slow though. Yeah, Medieval 2 is lagging. There we go. Zaragoza, build some rams. And it looks like we can actually assist the siege with these guys too. So let me send something like this. And then we'll take Prince Rodrigo. There we go, more. Well, I hope I chose the short campaign, by the way, because otherwise this is going to be bad. Yeah, let's see. Projected treasury total. Okay, so maybe we do not recruit these guys because that might push us under. Let's see. Bordeaux is... Okay, it still belongs to the rebels, so that should be fine. We've discovered Cordoba. Cordoba is basically defenseless, by the way. I mean, I guess it depends on what they have on Granada. But we might actually capture it. Let's see, what else do we have here? Do I want to... No, I do not want to get any more taxes on these guys. So the Moors come to us with an offer, and let's see what they're going to offer us. Trade rights. What about map information, both ways? And then let's see if we can get actually any tribute from them. Maybe 1,000 ducats, 1,000 florins. That's still generous, so let's say 1,500. That's balanced. Alright, so I guess 1,000 florins it's going to be. Make single payment 1,000. That's generous. They accept it. There we go. We get 1,000 florins out of the Moors. And they're doing something in Cordoba, but I'm not quite sure what it is that they're doing. It's kind of interesting that Medieval 2 doesn't have a remaster, even though I think even Empire has a basically a remaster at this point, because they did the whole mobile version thingy. Skilled bureaucrat, that is one of the best traits that we can get. This guy is really nice. Alright, I'll put him in Leon for now. Let's send this guy. And you folks south too. And we are losing a lot of money here, so that's kind of bad. But we can easily take Zaragoza. That's a lot of money. I don't care about the population at this point. And the repair costs are fairly minimal, so I'll go for that. No more recruitment here though. And then the question is, how quickly can we get rid of the Portuguese? Alright, I'll add the jinetes to this stack as well, because we are going south to Cordoba. And it's literally undefended. Why are the Moors leaving Cordoba undefended? Makes literally no sense. Let's see, where can I trade with you, my friend? Let's go here for now. I guess you have only two. Interesting. Oh my god, Unk Gaming, yes. This is literal Unk Slope, folks. I mean, it's probably one of the best games ever, but it's still Unk Slope at this point. I'll do very high taxes here, just cause. Bordeaux, I think it's somewhere around here, and it's a castle if I'm not misremembering. Anyways, I think. Oh, we can reach Pamplona in a single turn. There is a chance that they leave it unattended, but whatever. Via Victis. I'm going to reduce the taxes here down to normal. They're probably not going to... Oh, we can also try... The spy got killed. Seriously, the spy got killed? That is so bad. Stainless steel. No, I haven't actually. I mean, I'm not like a big Medieval 2 player, really. I haven't played with any mods or something. I just have very fond memories of it, or even Medieval 1 from back in the day. So I decided to give it another try. I downloaded it maybe once every year or so, just have a little bit of fun with it and call it a day more or less. And send you to South. Let's hope we don't go bankrupt. Because the last I checked, we were losing a decent chunk of money here. Bro, I have the best game for you. Please play Age of War. You literally saw that game on the Spiffing Brit, didn't you? Because why else would you know the Age of War? Alright, send you guys south. So the Portuguese managed to escape to somewhere. I have no idea where exactly it was. Let's see, this should be... Yeah, usually the auto-resolve is kind of bugged, because I believe that's the enemy's air, but I'm not sure. Yes, Age of War was actually another favorite, but you know, it was like when I was a literal child. I guess that makes sense. Let's repair you guys, yeah, because why not? We can get more jinetes, or we can get a cog. And I can use the cog to just transport everyone to Portugal and get rid of Portugal that way. Or I could send like half of you to Bordeaux. I guess the French tried to siege it down, so the garrison is kind of down. I'll send like this maybe? Yeah, that looks nice. Yes, my lord. This is where we meet the enemy. Oh, the accents in this game are just so good. The best. Age of War. Top 5 games to play in school. I don't think I ever played it in school. Like, whoever plays Age of War in school, mate? Ooh. The Portuguese are here. I guess not. So we'll start sending them in the next turn. And in the meantime, probably not militia. Let's get maybe more jinetes and mailed knights. Those guys are fairly nice. Gosh, I wish I had another spy to go here. Alright, and you guys go for Bordeaux. And where's our merchant? Over here, so let's send him down south. Ooh, captain, interesting. I'm honestly surprised that we have 7 people watching. Oh god. I wasn't expecting anyone to tune in actually. I mean, I'm literally playing this for myself for fun. It's such an interesting thing to see that you guys are here. Did we get... No, we did not get declared war on by the Moors. But now we're going to declare war on them ourselves. And there we go. Yeah, ransom them, why not? Usually they reject the ransom, by the way. Ah, that is so bad. We got all the way to the gates of Cordoba, and we still cannot manage to actually capture it. Or rather laid to siege. No way you haven't do it in school. Schoolwork or something lame. I mean, how are you going to play Age of War in school? Like, we didn't have computers in school. Or maybe. Also, I still haven't captured Valencia because El Cid is just amazing. I mean, he's so strong. It literally doesn't make sense to try and take Zaragoza or rather Valencia when he's still around, but I'm definitely going to get dirt roads here. Projected treasury total is doing okay. Alright. Alright, so we haven't been destroyed by the Moors yet, which is nice. Oh, holy Ankh 3. No, seriously though, like, how? Oh, they're going to try and capture Leon, aren't they? So Spear Militia. Oh my god, they have so many men here. They have so many men. Sheesh. Okay, maybe we bit a bit more than we could chew. In which case we are kind of screwed right now. I'll still get, or maybe not. I'll send them north. It's just 2 units. Why not? And I'll send the merchant down south. Let's try and see if we can actually reach Africa for all the gold and slaves and the other goodies that we can get. And I guess we'll actually try to starve this location out, the castle here. And yeah, let's maybe reduce the taxes here just a bit. Oh, Ran is also, it's also a rebel settlement. I thought this began as belonging to the Brits. Didn't you have like a computer room? I mean, we did. But I guess I didn't. Oh, you mean like in the breaks, in the lunch break and stuff? Yeah. Well, we didn't play Age of War during the breaks in the computer room. I'm not sure if we ever played it outside of the breaks. What did we play? I mean, oh, I remember this. Um, I remember actually playing not Age of War, but you're going to find this hilarious. Stellaris in school. Because at some point I had a laptop and I would bring the laptop to class. And I actually played Stellaris on that thing during during the breaks, or even maybe not even during the breaks, but in other times. So that was probably unexpected. Let's see. Gosh. So the problem here is they're going to immediately capture Leon in the next turn. And that's going to be bad. And I really can't be bothered with manual battles right now because, as you can see, the game is just in a very bad state in general. So we do have a couple spear militia. Whatever. I'll try. Yeah, we'll probably lose that one, so I guess we'll just have to wait for the next turn. Maybe hire 1 unit of mercenaries. Alright, so they probably won't dare to assault us that way. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. The Portuguese are here. That's bad. Could I potentially just lift the siege? No. I've literally grown old. I forgot how to play this game. But anyways, let's give it another turn. I need you to name a country in EU5. Don't know what to play. Let's see. What sort of country do you want? Give me like a general team, and I'll give you the country. There we go. There we go. That is how you defeat the Portuguese, I guess. And we'll throw here in Europe, and maybe a naval focus one. I love naval. Sicily maybe? Sicily might be fun. Other than that, Aragon is always fun when you're doing a naval game. I remember back in U4 they had like this unique way of getting thalassocracy maybe, or maybe they had like a yes, the consulate of the sea. So probably Aragon might be fun. And let's repair these. And let's go west to try and figure out where the Portuguese are, so we can destroy them and then march on Lisbon afterwards. And I guess over here we're just going to keep the siege going. Yeah, so those two sieges are we're going to keep going for a long while. And in Caen, let's try to enter diplomacy. So map information. Don't think I ever played Aragon. Yep, definitely try it. It's a fun game. Although in the current patch, Castile is probably going to cause some trouble for you. So I think ideally, what you might want to do is you might want to ally Castile and cozy up to them immediately. Otherwise, that might be an issue for you. So definitely cozy up to Castile. And if we manage to capture Cordoba, Granada is basically undefended, so that's going to be easy. The merchant is going south. All fine, all well. Okay, he has one command. Not out of piety, he is religious and confident attacker. He's 41, I guess we'll ignore that one. Where did the Portuguese retreat to? They don't seem to be anywhere. Oh yeah, ooh. Infidel, yes please. Can we get 2 jinetes? Yes. Yes we can. Anything else, folks? How are you doing? The 5 people who are still watching the stream. Again, that is 5 more than what I anticipated. So thank you all for actually tuning in to watch me play some Ankslop. Yes, please do not waste words on me, infidel. And we're just going to do a naval invasion on Lisbon. Very fun stuff. You know, the game is aged, but it's still fun. It's not like a bad game. It's still fun. Hmm. Well, this guy is led by a captain. God, we're probably going to lose this. But we won. Lovely. And you guys might be wondering why I don't do any of these battles myself. In the newer Total War games, I can actually do a fairly decent job of playing the battles, but in older titles, like Medieval 2 especially, I just don't get how it works. Okay, this guy is definitely going to be really good for public order, so let's send him over here. So because I can't figure out how the combat works in the older games, I basically just do auto-resolve and that's it. And if that's not the funniest thing ever, I don't know what is, but you know. Alright, so the Moors are going to get absolutely crushed here. There we go. And I guess in a couple more turns we'll destroy whatever remains of them. Make sure to lower taxes here. Build a small church so we get something. Plaza del Toro. Oh, this is unique to the Spaniards, isn't it? Golden Horde looks inside. Alright, so 2 more turns and Bordeaux is going to be ours, and we got a revolt in Saragossa? Ah, that's interesting. Alright, I'll send some knights east to deal with those guys. And we're probably going to get a really, really bad revolt here. Okay. Oof. Well, this is bad. Or it's not particularly bad, but we are in a tight spot. I definitely wasn't expecting to join the crusade. Alright, we'll join the crusade soon. So let's leave behind some of these town militia. These guys are like the cannon fodder, so it doesn't even matter all that much if we keep them in the army. So let's keep the taxes at low. Send maybe these guys east. Destroy this guy. There we go. Execute. And then we are going to lay siege to Lisbon. Ooh, they have a lot of militia though, which is kinda sorta bad. Alright, go back to Leon. Recruit some spear militia. Maybe we can recruit, let's see, militia plus merchant. 31%, that's alright. And nothing we can actually get in Saragossa, so I'll send these guys east. Maybe we'll get a family member here, because interestingly enough, in the older Total War games, you had the option to fight without any generals, and by fighting without any generals, you could spawn generals by winning those fights. So let's see if we can manage to do that here. Also, are you guys like actually watching, or do you just want to have something going on in the background, like background music, but make it the war room randomly playing Angslop instead? Oh, there we go. That is a clear victory for us. Lovely. I think I'll just occupy. And is that a jihad? A jihad against Baghdad? Yes, it is. So what is our goal here? Hold 15 regions, eliminate Moors and Portugal. All right. So this is the short campaign. And there we go. Oh, he's a fairly decent guy as well. Dread, piety, chivalry, loyalty, command. Yep, I'm definitely going to make use of this guy. Specifically, we'll get more mailed knights here. Can we get anyone in Pamplona? Just peasants. Maybe send the spear militia to assist him. Because we need to... Oh, we probably can't capture Valencia in time, but whatever. There we go. And Granada should fall next turn. Let me remind you, it is the year 1108. So, yeah, we are about 400 years early. Yeah, no way that we can defeat Portugal with their king in the field. So we'll just ignore that. We are recruiting everywhere. Let's recruit more militia here. And I'm also going to send this guy down here. Wait, you actually opened up another stream? Yep. Yes, I did open another stream because, as I said, I was going to play this game anyways. And why not play it while you guys are watching? It literally doesn't like cost me anything, except for maybe a tiny bit of sanity. So I think we're not going to do anything in the northeast for now. Let's just fortify Bordeaux, and let's just wait for the French to come to us, because definitely they're going to come to us. Monsieur Duchamp, personally you play EU5 while watching the stream. Okay, that's nice. That's nice, I guess. First time seeing this game. It is Medieval Total War 2. Are you sure it's your first time? I mean, this thing was the GOAT. This was like, I mean, Rome Total War was good. It was a good game. But Medieval 2 was like the peak of Total War in a long, long time. All the other games had something, but Medieval 2, oh, this was basically the best acclaimed of all of those. And Jesus, how do the Portuguese have so many men? Ah, jeez. I certainly wasn't expecting that. They only get to... Oh, okay, that explains a lot, because obviously this game is from 2000 and something, the early 2000s. The olden era. Alright, so we'll have to retreat over here, do a tactical retreat. What can I do? Maybe go northeast. Try to meet up with these guys. Destroy this army. And then we will get reinforcements from the castle in Toledo. And see if we can get Granada here. Probably not. Alright, we'll wait. We'll wait here. And I'll send you guys to reinforce Bordeaux instead of trying to capture Valencia. What's the map anyways? The map here is basically all of Europe, and the eastern border is in Baghdad, and in the north it goes up to the north of the Caspian Sea. The Sumisus could be young. Yeah, that was my idea as well. What do you think about the Total War Warhammer franchise? I only played the first. I haven't actually played it myself. But, you know, it looks interesting. But from what I've heard, they just made the games much more faster paced. So, in the titles where I actually do the manual battles, I really like Attila for the manual battles, for example. I expect a decent battle to last for maybe half an hour. Well, maybe that's a bit too long, but at least 10-15 minutes. From what I've heard, in the Warhammer franchise, the battles last for like 5-10 minutes and everybody just shoots their spells and everything and it's over. So that's definitely not something that I'm quite fond of, even in theory. Ooh, we're probably going to lose that one. But again, I haven't played Warhammer at all. And as for how much of the world, it's basically just Europe. Yeah, clear defeat. Scatter, flee. Oh god. Oh, okay, they did not manage to kill us off at least. I have no idea how the Portuguese managed to get so strong. Usually usually they're very easy to defeat. Alright, we'll have to send everyone out here. Okay, so these guys are very weak. Destroy them. I did not get any family members though, that's unfortunate. And normal taxes should be fine. So if I get maybe some Merc Spearmen. God, this is bad. There we go. Granada has fallen, yay. Our courage has prevailed, these lands are mine, my lord. So let's send these guys to stay behind. And I'll take the remaining armies west. so we can finally deal with Portugal. And unfortunately, we failed to take Valencia. So here's the question. Do we join the crusade? We have 6 turns, I believe. Oh, so the French have left Bordeaux. Are we still at... Yep, we are still at war with them. Yeah, that's kind of bad. That is kind of bad. I'll give it one more turn. And then we'll try to, I don't know, maybe join the crusade, but just maybe. Jamie J1600Z, hello. You were going away for something, I guess? So did you manage to do whatever it was that you went away for? And also, do you guys actually enjoy medieval Total War? There's a medieval 3 that's coming up apparently. It's in like early development of sorts. So hopefully soon enough we are going to play not medieval 2, but medieval 3. But of course it's not going to be the same. I'm not going to have the same Ankslov vibes with that one. But it's still going to be fun, I hope. Alright. So that should be the entire army for now. There we go. And I'll send everyone here to Bordeaux. So all together we should be able to defeat the French, maybe capture 1 or 2 of their border regions, and then we'll see about the rest. And also let's finally repair the buildings. I don't remember the time it takes to clear a battle. Maybe 20. Well, yes, I do enjoy the idea of Warhammer. But really, also we should build the walls here. It's the settlement upgrade, isn't it? Are you playing as a country, lord, or a dynasty in this game? You play as a country. In this case, we are playing as a Spain, although it's basically Castile because the game begins in the year 188, I believe. I'm not quite sure. But you can basically play as any country in medieval Europe. And again, it's a very old game. But it's fun. It's basic. It's more like a board game, a flash game type of vibe to it. Is it primarily an army-based game? So technically it's primarily an army-based game. It is a total war game. So you normally control all of these troops in the field. But because I suck at the battles in Medieval 2, I just run around the armies and hope for the best. As for the province, religions and development, it actually goes somewhat deep. Yeah, sure. I'm going to show to you once the turn timer is over. But basically, there are different religions. Essentially, it's Orthodoxy, Catholicism, and Islam, I believe, and also paganism, maybe. And what are you? Why are you sending troops to Sahel? Oh, we are not sending troops to the Sahel. We are sending merchants. So you can think of that. Oh, the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh, that's very demanding. Sure. So once the turn is over, I'm going to show both of you guys what you asked for. So question 1, reinforced region. I'll do that. Question 1, how far deep does province management go? So if you go to settlement details, there's a public order system, there's a population growth system. The population allows you to upgrade your settlement. And by upgrading your settlement, you can build new buildings, which in turn unlock new units and give you additional abilities, give you additional bonuses, that kind of stuff. As I mentioned before, there are 3 different religions. So this location, Cordoba, for example, is 57% Catholic, 40% Islam. There's also a heresy thingy going on, where occasionally heretics will spawn and they will convert your populace away, and if they convert too much of your populace, rebellions will happen, that kind of stuff. Got to go. Is midnight now. Good night, my friend. Good night, and thank you for the membership as usual. And for the other question from Monsieur Duchamp, I'm sending merchants to the Sahel because, as you can see here, it says trade resource worth 252 florins per turn. The resources that we have in the Sahel are just so expensive. You can get gold, you can get ivory, you can get slaves, and all of these are just amazing resources for trade. So when you send your merchants down to trade them, you're going to get a lot of money out of these resources. And because the resources are basically concentrated in the same region, your merchants are also going to get good trades, because most of the development in this game happens through trades. So all of your generals, for example, all of your merchants, your priests, your agents, they all have different traits, and they all have retinues, and the traits determine how good they are going to be at their job. So this guy is a fairly pious person, for example, and that means he's going to be good at converting the local populace to Christianity. That's just one guy. He is a good guy. Oh, we can get archers now. Archers are fairly strong. All right, so if most of these guys are here, I'll build a fort. They'll probably siege it down, and we might be able to, use this stack to capture Lisbon while they're not looking, but it certainly looks like they have a lot of men even in Lisbon. Oh god, Portugal is so strong. In Rome Total War, I don't remember the system. I'm not quite sure, but I think the merchant system was pretty similar to what it is in Medieval 2. I'm not really sure, but from what I remember, Medieval 2 is basically Rome with some new additions. But merchants might not be one of those additions. And I think they also changed the population and the settlement growth system somewhat. So in Rome 2, you could literally move population around by hiring and disbanding troops and that kind of stuff. It was very immersive for its time. But in Medieval 2, it is somewhat different, basically. How did the French manage to? Oh, of course, they got their troops through the water. Ah, isn't that lovely? Yeah, all right. So I guess we are maybe just a little bit screwed here. I'll send the Hinete over here. The Hinete. You can also do something like this. So there's an experience and there's an armor system for the units. It's interesting, let's say. And also different units that you can recruit. Again, if I were actually playing this game as it's supposed to be played, if I were actually playing the battles and everything, this would be slightly different. The actual units would actually matter. Whereas right now we're just hiring everyone that we can and hoping for the best, basically. Leon, this guy, maybe I should move him to Cordoba. Is he's the skilled bureaucrat, so yes, he's probably better in a city than a castle. And yeah, we're screwed. They will have to recapture Zaragoza somehow. Well, the turn timers are longer than I remember, that's for sure. So that might be our opportunity here. If he managed to kill off that guy while he's not looking. And let's send you over here. Oh, that's a fairly large rebel stack. Ah, jeez. That was bad. Oof, alright. Looks like we're in a pretty bad situation. Can we get a diplomat anywhere? We can get a diplomat here. Beast? I should probably not have attacked both the Moors and the Portuguese at the same time. It's probably a better idea to just go for one, destroy them, and then go for the other. Okay. Can we do like anything here? Oh, they don't have they don't have misclick, very bad misclick in fact. Oh, yeah, I'm just very good. I'm just very good. That is correct. The EU5 was just lagging like crazy. I mean, we got through 30 years in 3 hours, which is really bad. And there you go. Sometimes the troops that you leave out just revolt and become rebels. There's a rudimentary loyalty system as well. Like this game was really way ahead of its time. There's a reason why it's considered to be like the GOAT of all Total War games. Now let's see if we can take care of the French over here. And do consider the letter E to have been censored. So it's French. Alright, you know what? Let's merge these guys. Let's add there we go. And that should be more than enough. There we go. So that was a fairly large Portuguese stack that we destroyed. And now let's see if we can march southwest and take Lisbon. Oh, they do have a fairly large army. But I'm fairly confident that we can just starve them to death. But of course, we'll see about it. Alright. One more turn. Does the map go down as south as Mecca? It does. Mecca is, I believe, the southernmost location. Or like one of the southernmost locations in the game. So I think the borders of the map are Mecca, Baghdad, and Suakin. Or I'm not sure about Suakin. It's probably Suakin. But it's somewhere in Nubia, basically. Let's see. So somewhere around here. So like the southern half of Egypt, and you have Mecca right over here, right by these spices, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Milan is excommunicated. Well, that's unfortunate that we could not join the crusade, but I guess it is not going to be too big of a deal. Let's send you guys to siege down Lisbon, so we can finally deal with Portugal. And these guys seem, yeah, maybe not. But if we bring in the commander, that should be nice. Don't forget to get parliamentary CV. There are no CVs here, folks. This is just, I mean, it's aptly named. It is total war. You just fight and then fight and then fight some more until either you're dead or the enemy is dead. And usually it's the enemy that is dead, not you, because obvious reasons. Let's see, communal farming, a small chapel. Also, ideally, you want to get a lot of trade going, a lot of you know, farming going. All of those are very nice, useful for you. You want to build brothels. Tell me, can you build brothels in EU5? You cannot. So obviously, Medieval 2 Total War is the superior game here. I mean, they even managed to simulate brothels giving you additional public order. Ah, jeez. Alright, retreat, retreat. That bloody French. Although, to be fair, I probably should not have captured Bordeaux. That really pisses them off, pisses off the French. And if we hadn't, they would probably just be dealing with England and ignoring us for now. Sure, right, present it. Alas, the crusade for Cairo has failed, as was our mission to reinforce Toledo. Dum dum dum. There we go. Oh, trait increase. Another loyalty, that's nice. More loyalty is almost always a good thing to have. I guess we'll just wait you guys out. And maybe pick up some mercs here. Nah, nah. It's always the same strategy. Even in Medieval 2, I'm still merking up because mercs are awesome. What if the channel was called the Total Room? So instead of the Warring Room, the room we just total in the room instead. Go to sleep, bro. Man, looking at this map remind me of CK2. It does a little bit. It feels not too much, but just a little bit like CK2 indeed. Alright, can we actually capture Lisbon now? We cannot. We have to bring in reinforcements. I guess we're going to risk it. By going for Rouen. The French could, of course, try to capture Bordeaux while we're not looking, but fingers crossed. And let's get dirt roads over here as well. And maybe recruit some archers, because archers are nice, or so I heard. Can we get 2 units of jinetes? There we go. I also played the CK2 relatively recently, like around the end of last year maybe. It's still as fun as it used to be in the olden days. There we go. They came at us again. How nice. I'm fairly confident that we can't beat any of these guys, so... Making the wind work. We have 6 turns to finish the war against Portugal. There's also a College of Cardinals and stuff, but to be honest, I haven't interacted with it all that much. I'm not 100% sure how exactly it works. Let's get more men out here, because we definitely want to capture Lisbon before these guys manage a breakout. And I'm going to try and retreat with this stack. Probably retreat back to Bordeaux, where the French can't actually touch us. Is more fun than Dynasty? Horse Dynasty, horse good. What would you say made Paradox Interactive the leading monopoly on strategy games? I mean, if by strategy games you mean like grand strategy games, it's for the simple fact that grand strategy games used to be very niche until now, or until recently, let's say. I mean, if you look at total sales, or if you look at like the total leading market value, we got excommunicated. Jesus, that's bad. What was I saying? Total War is actually much bigger than Paradox. And the other strategy games like Civilization is much bigger than Paradox. So Paradox is the lead in grand strategy games, which I've said is a niche. And basically, nobody else tried to outdo them until now because there wasn't enough of a market. So they were basically the big fish in a small pond. And over time, by being such a good fish, they managed to make the pond bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's basically how Paradox did what they did, essentially. Jeez, yeah, that's bad. We can't seem to defeat the, excuse my language, but French, no matter what we do. So hopefully, once we get some reinforcements from Zaragoza, that's going to be very good for us. There we go. Right, so if we kill off these guys, right, I'm going to leave the French to fight against the British, and we'll try to do an opportunistic land grab down south against Toulouse and Marseille. And hopefully that will allow us to beat the French properly. Can we defeat you? Probably not. So I'll get some reinforcements. And I'll send these guys over here maybe. Try to destroy this stack. And then we might try to take Valencia because El Cid will hopefully not be there to save them anymore. And if he is, that's just too bad. Ooh, also it's time that we upgrade Leon, or we're going to have severe public order penalties. Alright. We have to try. There we go. Paradox is for people on the spectrum like me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pardon my language. For Civilization license, I haven't played Civ 7. Well, Civ 7 was actually struggling quite a lot. People, they just changed the formula. They just made it more like Humankind, where you go through the ages and you pick a new civilization in each age. And people didn't like that for obvious reasons. So it was struggling quite a bit. But they recently had a new update. And it kind of changed the game a lot and basically made it more like how it used to be, more like how Civilization 6 used to be, basically, and all the other titles before that. So that's how, essentially, they managed to turn things around. And from what I've seen, people are enjoying Civ 7 after the new update. But of course, we can't really tell for sure, can we? Land clearance, yes please. Clear the lands and destroy the, pardon my language, French. Alright, and I guess Lisbon is going to fall next turn, which will finally allow us to move out of Iberia, move our stacks northeast to the French regions. And also we have to go south, cross the pillars, and also destroy the Moors. Outright Arctic? What do you mean? It was just winter. You get snow when it's winter. There we go. So this is the moment of truth. Let's see if we can actually destroy the Portuguese. And it certainly looks like we have destroyed the Portuguese. I'll just occupy for now. Disaster strikes Aleppo. That is so bad. Let's get the Stonewall upgrade. We can get Ballista here. And let me get a merchant and maybe a spy. Yeah, where did the cog go? All the way over here. So let's send it over here. Yeah, definitely. Take a look at Civ 7 if you enjoy it. That's all fine and well. If you don't, that's still fine and well. So this guy, I think, is the yes, skilled bureaucrat. So I'm going to leave him. And then over here, let's first merge these troops. But these guys are not going to do anything for us. Merge again. And I'm just playing from the hip at this point. We are not really doing anything optimal. Trust me on that. It feels nice to just vibe and not care about optimization like in U4, U5. Alright, so let's siege down Valencia with you guys. And I'll use this stack to first destroy the Moorish stacks, and then cross over into the Moorish capital of Marrakesh, and then we'll destroy the Moors. And in the north, Angers should be, nah, maybe not. Jesus, where do these guys get all their men from? Let's see, folks. What else do we have here? Yeah, looks like our opportunistic land grab didn't work, so we shall retreat. And as I mentioned before, we're probably going to try and take these out of France while they're busy dealing with England in the north. There we go. So we should be able to save Cordoba next turn. And let's see. What's the religion like here? There's still 29% Islam. So a chapel maybe. We can already get paved roads up north. That is nice. Or a land clearance here, which is even better. What's the... not a lot of Islam left, so probably not worth building that one. Maybe a brothel. I don't know. And maybe the port in Bordeaux for additional trade income. Alright, looks like things are going well for us. About as well as they could be expected from a Medieval 2 Total War game, of course. So how many regions do we have? 8. We need another 7. And we can get like 4 in Africa, 5. We should be able to win this easily. Skilled bureaucrat, let me send you to Cordoba. And let's get... Why are we... Excommunication, yeah, that's bad. Church. Gosh, I haven't played for so long that I forgot basically half of the game. The Pope. Any chance that we can Prevent an excommunication. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a mission or something like that. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Yeah, I think things are looking all right for us so far. We got the upgrade in Lisbon going, lovely. Let's get the paved roads. Those are nice to have. And we don't necessarily need a lot more men here, so the ones that we have should be more than enough to win the campaign, and it's going to be a short campaign, of course. Oh god. Yeah, the French are moving south again. Ah, why? Just why? Thieves Guild. We can't go around arresting the Thieves Guild. I mean, we'd be at it all day. Mailed knights. Can we capture Valencia now? It looks like we can't because, of course, El Cid. These guys are so bad. They're going all the way inside our territory, and now I'll have to go and destroy them. Which is just bad, bad, bad. In the meantime, we also have to recruit more people to the northeast. And I guess we can go through the French blockade here. So this is make or break. If we manage to win this, there we go. So Toulouse is ours. That's 2 fortresses in southwestern France. And we can recruit a lot of different units here, including crossbows, which I hear are pretty decent. So maybe also get a blacksmith, I'm not quite sure. Wow, Europa Universalis 5, so cool. Yes, it is cool indeed. What do you prefer, tiled floors or wooden floors? In RimWorld or in real life? I guess for both, it's going to be wooden floors. Oh, we got more mailed knights in Pamplona too. Nice. Seriously, man. I mean, we just have to destroy this stack, and then we should be able to go after the Moor. Hex or no hex? Hexagons are the bestagons, my friends. Hexagons are the bestagons. And in real life, I prefer wooden floors. And would you believe it, in RimWorld, I also prefer wooden floors. I guess I just like wood. Oh, I forgot to send the merchant. Yeah, that's bad. Promising commander? Sure, why not? I'm just trying to get through the Spain campaign with the minimum possible amount of effort, because originally I wanted to play as the Turks. They have a really interesting starting position, but unfortunately you have to get through one campaign with I don't know, one of the 5 factions, so you get to play as Spain or England or something like that before you can play as the spicier factions. So there's that. But why? I mean, it's wood. Like, wood has this aura to it. Wood has this nice, let's say, feeling to it. I don't know, it just feels better. Better than whatever it is the alternative is. Let's see. Oh, the alternative was tiled floors, wasn't it? By tiled, do you mean like ceramic? Or do you mean like something else? Hinetes. We can get more Hinetes. Probably not worth it though. Leather tanner for the armor sounds nice. And I'm going to march out with this force because I guess most of the French armies are down south now. Right, what else do we want? Maybe... Oh, that's a lot of money. That's what she said. Alright, let's kill some French. Ah, we got defeated? Oh, they had armored surgeons. Jeez. Those guys are tough. Oh, and we can even upgrade this to a fortress. That is amazing. But with the caveat that this might just rebel out of our grasp. Let's try to take Valencia so at least we get all of Iberia. And then we can send one army to the northeast and one down south to deal with the Moors. There we go. El Cid cannot protect you anymore. And I'll leave behind these guys and maybe these guys. And maybe also these guys. Jeez, why are there so many public order penalties? Oh, of course, because of squalor. So if you don't upgrade your cities for too long, squalor starts to take in, and eventually they will revolt. Again, this is just so... I don't know. I'm not going to say realistic per se, but it has character. It is very unique, especially considering how old it is at this point. What's more important with a mirror to you, the width of the mirror or the height? This isn't about mirrors, is it? Oh, there we go, Constantinople. If it is actually about mirrors, literally doesn't matter. I don't know, man. That's a difficult question, and I don't know why exactly you're asking that one. Alright, so we should be able to get Marseille, but they do seem to have a decent garrison, so I'm hoping it works out. Oh, there we go, Almugavars. These guys are strong. And I'll even add in a couple ballistae here. Captain El Cid. There we go. Alles in Ordnung, it seems. Right, let's get this guy to go down south. And over here, let me recruit some more peasant archers and maybe some more spear militia. Spear militia tend to be decent. So this guy we can send to some other city. Does Leon have? No. So let's send him to Leon so he becomes the governor there. Alright, they do have a fairly decent garrison. Let me send these guys to Bordeaux. And let me recruit more Almogavars and peasant crossbows. Lovely. Yep, this guy managed to defeat a whole stack. Jeez. Ugh. Yeah, sometimes auto resolve gives you unexpected results like that. And yes, I guess you guys have noticed how bad a medieval 2 total war player I am. This is so bad. We are doing so bad. What's the better fruit, apple or orange? Honestly, I prefer pears, but if those are the only options, in that case, I think I'm going to say apple, especially if it's a green apple. What the? They called a crusade against us. They called a crusade against us. Jesus. I am speechless. I am literally speechless. This is bad, but at least we managed to secure Iberia. So now our main stack should be able to defeat the Moors and then cross over to North Africa. And since this is just a short campaign, we only want to defeat the Moors, nobody else. We've already defeated Portugal. And we might be able to land this plane safely. Maybe with one or two wings missing. Maybe with the engines having died long ago, but we should still be able to get there. Oh, Venice has joined. Oh, jeez, that is so bad. We've got feudal knights, dismounted feudal knights, and Almogavars. And if that is not enough to bring us victory here, then I don't know what would be. And let's see. There we go. We captured Marseille as well. But I'm not sure whether this was a good thing or not. Because of course, Marseille needs to grow, so we would have to build this one. What's that Moorish stack doing in Gibraltar, just standing there menacingly? I mean, they do that sometimes. They like just stand there menacingly sometimes in this game. Again, it's an old game. The AI isn't exactly the smartest of the bunch, let us say. And they do have a lot of men. Arab cavalry, Tuareg spearmen, Sudanese javelin men. A lot of folks. Oh, there we go. Of course, we're going to join the peasant archers up as well. Can we actually do a sally here and destroy him? There we can. So we'll take everybody else and we'll send them south to North Africa. And then in the northeast, we'll just, try to survive basically. It's a good thing that we managed to capture Toulouse because we'll be able to recruit some high level units from them. The feudal knights and almogavars are going to come in handy. But geez, in general, this is such a bad situation, especially with the crusade coming for us. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. We'll have to destroy you folks in order to win the campaign, and of course we want to win the campaign. Let's see. We'll join up, attack here, and then just try to push them and push them and push them even further. There's so many peasant archers, but we don't really have anything else, which is kinda bad. And also, hold on a sec, folks. I'm trying to do something. There we go. There we go, that should be it. And we are back-ish, kinda, sorta. Construction report there. We have become the strongest faction, which is lovely. But we are besieged on two sides by the Moors and also by the French. Sorry for dropping the F word like that. So we'll just have to fortify our borders as much as we can. Recruit all of these high level units. And basically hope for the best. And hopefully we can get, there we go, the man of the hour. And he's even a fairly decent general, I would say. Definitely I could make him work. So let's see, let's take, maybe, hold on. Oh, we have to construct the walls there, right? We do. And before that, maybe go here to Pamplona. So we can finally retrain some of our mailed knights. And we can hopefully use them in the battles. Let's get you guys. What about you? You're also fairly experienced, so let's get you. And slowly we're just going to keep retraining our units. What does the HRE look like at this time? It looks different. So basically, in this game, not all locations actually have an owner. Most locations are actually owned by the rebels at the start of the game, and you can just take on the rebels, destroy them all that you want. It does not concur any diplomatic penalties or anything like that. And right now the HRE looks like, if I can show you a map, like this. So they have Vienna, they have Bologna to represent their holdings in Italy, and then we have Nuremberg, Staufen, and Metz. And over here, Hamburg is actually owned by Denmark, very interestingly enough. Breslau is owned by Poland, Magdeburg is owned by the rebels, Prague is owned by the rebels, and Metz is also owned by the rebels. So there's a lot of rebel-owned territory on the map. And the French are here. The dastardly Français. Let's see. Let's see how they fare. When I hit them from behind with a large unit of cavalry. Alright, next turn, I guess. And our king is going to cross the border into North Africa. And let's hope that we can get rid of the Moors once and for all. And Jesus, you guys are... Seriously, man? Seriously? I'm not quite sure what we can do in this point. Mustering hole for peasants. Peasant archers, ballista maker. Let's grab this. And also build up the walls in Marseille because we definitely need to. Alright. Ah, Jesus. They literally pulled an Elysia on us. And now they're trying to capture Bordeaux. Ah. The French are so bad in this game. The French are the second worst faction. The worst one being, of course, Milan. And Milan has a high reputation for treachery for certain reasons. Oh, the king has died. I guess he caught malaria in North Africa or something like that. I'm not really sure. Oh, geez. So now if we attack these guys, they're going to be able to assist from the... Yeah, alright, I'll have to basically sacrifice our cavalrymen here in order to destroy the enemy later. Alright, at least that worked. The French have been defeated for now. But again, emphasis on for now. Let me retrain these guys. And then we shall be back. And jeez, just look at that. Look how many men we lost. The entire stack nearly got wiped over there. The map in the corner... Oh yeah, I'll just have to change that one, I guess. Seriously? Bloody Moors. I'm going to execute all of you guys. You don't get to live because you're so annoying. Alright. Let's grab maybe some more mailed knights so we can assist the invasion of North Africa. Let's grab these guys. There we go. We managed to destroy the Sultan. So that gives us man of the hour. Now we have another commander. Clem S. Bot, I love your war room. Thank you. I love you too. I love all of you guys. It's wonderful that you're here watching me play literal Ankslop. When you could be doing something much more fun and much better in every single aspect. But, you know, whatever. As long as you guys are having fun with your parasocial relations, I guess that's nice for me. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. We'll send the spy to maybe this castle. So now we have 11 regions control. We need 4 more regions. We need to capture these 2 from the Moors. And then the other 2 can be basically anything. But probably we will push hard on the French and try to take their lands. Huh. Well, usually in this game, if the AI offers you ceasefire, that means you're about to destroy them, so of course I'm going to refuse. And hopefully we can just push hard, capture 2 more settlements from the French, and then we can call it a day for this campaign. There we go. Moving on, the Moorish capital will be there in exactly 1 more turn, and we should be able to capture it in exactly 2 more turns. Meanwhile, Cordoba is ready to upgrade, and in Lisbon, we can get stuff, but I don't want to get stuff in Lisbon. If you love everyone here, does that mean you're pan? No, actually, I'm not. I just love you in a platonic way, guys. You do not have to sexualize everything, you know. It's very bad. I get very bad vibes from you. Hmm. Actually, I'm not pan. I I'm not sure. I'm probably straight. I'm probably super straight. No, I'm not actually super straight. I'm just kidding with you guys. I was bi-curious for some time, but I guess it wasn't for me. So I probably wouldn't identify as any sort of queer right now. Let's see, what else? Toulouse. We're still recruiting men here. No more units available for recruitment here. And I guess we can get maybe a couple jinetes. These guys are really strong if you're actually doing your own fights. But in this case, we're just sending more meat into the grinder, and that's basically their entire strategy. So I don't think it even matters. And yeah, I'm not a skillet. I'm not a very skilled skillet, let us say. Can we get map information from you guys? We cannot. How quaint. Come on, folks. Just one more turn, bro. I promise, just one more turn. And we will win the game. England and Hungary. Oh, jeez. It's really bad. If England and Hungary have joined, that's just really, really bad. Why are there no mercenaries available, though? That's interesting. Alright, I'll send these guys down here to join the king. And hopefully we can take Marrakesh, followed by this other Moorish castle here. And I guess that will leave only the French that we have to deal with. Let's get paved roads here, because why not? The Pavese crossbowmen are another fairly strong unit, so I'll grab them. And then we're just going to march using all of these wonderful troops that we have gathered, and hopefully the French will not be able to murder us outright. So it will take maybe a little while for them to murder us. And let me maybe take this army. There we go. Let's see if we can get like a lucky strike of sorts on the French, maybe. We'll see about that. Captain El Cid is unfortunately going to die. Garcia Yanez is going to go north. And then we're just going to throw everything we have at the French. In the meantime, I'll also have to upgrade Valencia. Alright, so there's a quarter chance that we might be able to get that castle using the spy. But we'll see about it, I guess. The ruler portrait looks like that robot from iRobot. Yes, the ruler portraits are quite aged. I still have a certain fondness for them, but I have a certain fondness for the game in general. Again, Ankslop. Pope Gregory the Mean is dead. Does that mean that our relations with the Pope? There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Pope. So we are finally... Oh, papal election. I think Pope Orselis. Yeah, that was bad. What's the election results like? Oh, Sicily has 4 cardinals and they backed up Venice? Ah, we could have turned the tide. That is rather unfortunate. And thankfully they canceled the crusade. So let's see. All right. You know what that means? It is time to march north with literally everything that we have and attack the French again with literally everything that we have. And if we can capture maybe a couple more settlements that way, that should give us victory in the short campaign. Ah, jeez. Seriously, man? Are you kidding me? Let's send even more jinetes. Right, the jihad has also failed. Against Constantinople, no less. Ah, jeez. Right? We got the Almogavars. Let's try and take Rennes and Angers. And if we manage to do that, the campaign is as good as won. I'm also going to take these guys and try to capture Algiers by shipping troops across the Mediterranean rather than by you know, going all the way from Marrakesh. And let's see if we got... No, we still don't have any mercs. That is rather unfortunate. So we'll have to send more reinforcements to them. The old-fashioned way. I'm also going to recruit even more mercenaries here. And yes, it's going to take us a while to reach, which is unfortunate, but there really is nothing that we can do in this case. Oh, hidden French stack, nice. E of Eington, okay. Right. So hopefully this will be over with in 3 or 4 turns. It all depends on the French at this point, folks. It all depends on the French. Cease hostilities with France for... Well, it looks like we're going to get excommunicated again. Which should be fun. Alright, so we have to send these guys south. And in 3 turns, we should be able to capture Algiers. Against the Moors, it also seems like we'll get here in 3 turns. And in 3 turns, Angers and Rennes should have fallen. So basically, this campaign is going to be over in 3 turns, assuming that I haven't miscalculated anything. And we got excommunicated twice, which is hilarious if you ask me. I'm not going to take the bait here. I'm going to wait till everybody is in the field, so we can use the entire stacks to destroy the French. And let's go for like this. Seriously, man? Yeah, that's rather... that's a bit of a problem. Let's see, let's see. I'll send the Almugavars and a couple mailed knights to assist them. And hope for the... There we go. There we go, that's a victory. And we should be able to capture Anjou using both of these stacks. There we go. And then round will fall in the next turn. Wait, what? Where did the other ballista go? Did it just get destroyed entirely? Oh, seriously, Milan? Seriously? It looks like we're going to lose Marseille, which is bad. But what can you do sometimes? If fingers crossed, they don't have a lot of men in Algiers, so we should be able to capture it. And next turn, Marrakesh should also fall. Alright, so if Milan does not manage to capture Marseille, we win. If they do manage to capture Marseille, we will have to take one more settlement from the French. Venice, yes, yes, please, ceasefire. Yeah, really, Milan? Why did you do that? Why? Just why? And the crusade is over too. You guys did not have to do that. Fingers crossed we don't get any rebellions back home in Iberia, because that would be the worst. Alright, looks like we can capture Algiers. There we go. And then we can actually use this fleet to ferry the troops somewhere else. I guess anywhere else would work. But of course, as expected, there we go. I'm hoping that one of these islands at least is owned by the rebels, because that happens. And if that's the case, we should win next turn. And over here, let us capture Marrakesh and end the Moors once and for all. There we go. So the Moors have been eliminated, Portugal has been eliminated. We need just 2 more regions, one of them is going to fall next turn, and hopefully the other one will fall within 2 turns as well. That is Sicilian. They don't have any troops here though. So we'll still be able to capture it. Over here we'll manage to capture, huh? And assuming we don't have any rebellions within this turn, that's going to be victory for us. And if we do have rebellions, I guess. All right. This should be the end of this campaign. And victory, finally. Phew. So that's what a short campaign in Medieval 2 Total War looks like. And I guess that's going to be it for tonight, folks. So thank you all for watching. And I will definitely see you all once again in the war room. Hopefully playing something which is a bit less of a Angslop.